Just win, baby.
What's going on, Raider Nation? Y'all know what it is. Hey, it's late night. I apologize for dropping this video so late. Had a lot of things going on. Been a good Monday. As you can see, still smoking on my stogie, because that's what we do when we get that dub. So y'all know who it is, baby. It's your boy, ROB, Raider Rob here, and you now tuned in to Raider Nation Central, where we talk about all things, the things, Raiders. Hey, pretty sure everybody in Raider Nation already celebrated today. Just wanted to come in tonight and give you guys a little tidbit of what's going on, man. Hey, give my side of what I saw throughout the game, what's upcoming for the weeks ahead. Also, gonna let you guys in on some videos that I was able to find on YouTube that we probably already seen, but hey, let's get this thing started. All right. So, for all the Raider fans that you must know, we Raider Nation found a way to pull out that win yesterday, beating the Cleveland Browns, all right, 20-16. Hard fought game, really good game by the team as a whole, right? I love the way they fought to the tooth and nail to the end. There was nothing else that I could really say about what the Raiders did yesterday. I will say this. It was a little iffy in the beginning. We got down 10-0. They rallied back, took the lead, and really pretty much held the lead the whole time until a miscue. I want to say, I don't know if it was broken coverage, but there was a hold on Wilkins that brought that play back. And from then on, Pat Graham, Pierce, them guys locked in, was able to make some really good plays. Man, I'm going to tell you like this. This was a good freaking game, Look, it was a nail biter, but it's the NFL, man. Right now in today's NFL, you're gonna get some games of blowouts, you're gonna get some close games. So we'll take those dubs how we get them, all right? And if you're really hoping for, blowout wins by the Raiders right now, ain't happening. All right. But right now, there's just a lot of things to unpack about the game. One of the things I want to do is bring up the stats and see some of the stat lines that we got. If I had to think about it, I don't even know if we even control the time of possession. And we found a way to win. Uh, Cleveland made some miscues here and there, and it came down to a 4th and 3 in the red zone. And Snowden made a key sack on Deshaun Watson. Great play. I was just overall, if you was on my Instagram stories, man, I was giving play by play. It was some miscues there. We had a fumble. The reason why they even got to 16 points was, of course, there was a fumble by Zamir, ran back, and then they missed the extra point. No biggie, but it started. The wheels started to crack at that point, and I don't know what Pierce said on the sidelines, but I do know he was very ecstatic about getting that win, limited with the personnel that we had. So for that, man, this is just a great win for the Raiders, man. Um, I think that going forward, there's going to be a lot of talk about what's happening next with the team. And for us, we're just trying to get one win at a time. There's a lot of rumors going out right now. I'll get more in detail on that on the week to come. But right now, man, let's just go here and look at what we have. All right. So right here, man, I'm getting ready to pull up the team stats. All right. So when I look at the team stats, of course, the Raiders won 20-16. Second half is where we really kind of set our precedent going into the game. But when I look at it, total yards, we controlled that. Passing yards, we didn't really throw for a lot, threw for 116. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention, but the NFL this year, man, quarterbacks are not throwing for a whole lot of yards every game. If you guys know, there are some games where guys are throwing for 300 plus, but right now, man, the quarterback play is real suspect um, around the NFL. Even some of the top guys are not able just to get the ball moving. A lot of people think it's because of the too high shell, but that's been there for a while. It ain't nothing new. It's just I think quarterback play is just it's gonna be a little different. But again, they the Browns threw more passing yards in us. We did control the rushing game. This is the first game, I believe. I think we even cracked 100 yards rushing. So that was great. We were averaging 4.9 yards a play. We had first downs, third down efficiency, total plays. There's not really any big discrepancies between us and Cleveland right now. We are our penalties are going up. We were 6 for 49. I think we were only averaging like maybe 3 in these first games. Turnovers was the same, and pretty much time of possession was pretty much equal. So when I look at this game, and if I'm looking at them, say, well, how the Raiders win the game? There was just obviously key points in the game that fell on the Raiders' behalf because this was an even matchup. I'm just looking at it as in the totality of where we are as far as a team against the Cleveland Browns, and it was pretty much even, man. Hats off to Cleveland. They're a tough football program. They both teams going into this game had a lot of things against them. Both teams offensive line woes, running game issues, quarterback issues. There was a lot going on for this team this week, and the Raiders found a way to get the win in the Death Star. All right, so lo and behold, man, that was just one of the the it was a I'm gonna tell you what, I was nervous. I was nervous, man. When they ran that fumble back, I'm like, what are we doing? What's going on? Like, is this life? Like, is this how it's gonna be? You gonna give us the high highs and bring us back down? But it's what happened. Raiders were able to pull that win out. Good win for them. But the stat line is not really telling a whole lot. So we just got to go with that, right? So let's just leave it to be with there. But all in all, Raiders played a good heck of a game. Wish it could have been a lot more. One thing I will say is third down efficiency. Third down efficiency must be better. All right. We have to get better on third down. It's not gonna work. 4 or 12. I like to see it almost at least 50%. I don't even think we've even got to 50% this year. And we gotta get better with that. All right. So that's just one of my takes on that, on the game right there. One thing I will say is that Getsy called dialed up some plays I hadn't seen yet. Couple end around. I mean, he has some end arounds with Bowers, Turner, um, and I believe that he kind of just went a little bit of the bag, man. He was trying to figure out what's gonna work, what not gonna work. Jackson Powers Johnson is a monster. He's just ready to hit people. And it was reported that the refs had to tell Pierce, hey man, you gotta calm your boy down. He's amped up, so that's kind of good coming from our side of the football. We got a guy that's just ready to, and if you guys even seen when he got drafted, man, he was so amped up and ready to play. He was so ecstatic. This kid is just coming off. He was his first NFL game. He's probably just really excited to be playing, just ready to play football. And that's what I think the Raiders need. We just want guys that's just ready to play, ready to give it their all and do what needs to be done. So lo and behold, man, this is something that I think that we can move forward with, and the Raiders are going to be doing pretty well. But if I had to say any more about that, Jackson Powers Johnson is a good player. So hopefully we get an opportunity to keep building on that. I know they're kind of still messing with the offensive line, and for that's just something we're gonna have to deal with right now until we get that figured out. I don't know long term what this is gonna look like, but I know right now they have some good key players that we can work with. So we'll definitely try to adjust that in the days to come. But what I want to play is I want to play the victory speech by our coach Pierce and what he said post game. So let me get this pulled up here and let's take a listen. All right.
Johnson, give us a goddamn Raiders shake. Raiders! Hey, man, hey, hell of a job, man. Way to battle all the way to the end. We talked about the halftime, it started the way we wanted. That didn't even matter, man. You guys just chipped away, man. Huge credit to you, honestly. Players, coaches this week, man, it was tough. You guys handled that, man. We did good. By Friday, we started smiling. By Saturday, we smiling more. And now we doing what we do on that goddamn team, right? Just remember, though, man, it takes everybody in this room, every coach, every trainer, every support staff, everybody, man, to get wins. It's hard. It's hard. Even when it looks easy, it's hard. It's hard. But I told you I had a promise for you. See you on Wednesday as well.
Hey, hell of a win, boys. That's the way to bounce back, man. Good fight by everybody, man. Love y'all, boys. Raiders on three. 1, 2, 3.
So that was Pierce's post game speech. And one of the things I will say is that was awesome to hear from him regarding the team and what they needed. So you heard him say we were smiling by the end of the week. You know, it was a hard fought win. It's hard to get wins in the NFL. It is. It's very hard. It's very hard to get wins in the NFL. And if you're not really appreciative of getting those wins, you're gonna come up short. So good win for the Raiders, man. Good heck of a win. Knowing we were down, man. No Crosby, no Tay, no Diablo. One player that I really was impressed was our linebacker, our Mike, man. Spillane is just he is such a good addition to the Raiders, man. And I really just enjoy watching him play. I think he led the team in tackles, just was all over the place, just a beast in the middle. And that was one thing I always wanted to make sure the Raiders was going to do was always make sure they could have themselves a good, stable Mike linebacker that can literally just change the narrative of the game when when his numbers called. So I really appreciate that from him. Um, if I had to say anything else to take away from the game, if there was anything else I knew I could take away from this game, was the fact of Alexander Madison and his contribution to the run game. Very good on the run game, man. He was awesome. He definitely showed me that he earned the right to keep being a force in this offense, man. He literally shined for me. And I was very proud of the way that he played. I was proud of the way that he was able to kind of, get a nice groove going for the Raiders, man. I was not um I was not impressed really by Zamir in the beginning, but here's the thing: a lot of people I've noticed in the comments are really going at Zamir, saying that they need to start Madison, and I just think Madison just needs more touches. He's got an explosive little gear to him. Zamir, a lot of people don't like Zamir, but if you look at when Zamir can break through the line, oh, he's gone. He is gone, right? Zamir has a second gear once he can get past the line. I think we're just working on the offensive line woes. We're just trying to figure out what's going to work for us. And this is where things are going to get a little tricky going forward, because then you're asking yourself, how do you what are we going to do with the overall running game? Because you got to figure something out, right? You got to figure something out. We got to figure out what we're going to do and how we're going to do it. And this is the key component that we're going to need to keep moving forward is the um overall Raiders game is the running game. The Raiders have to be a running football team. It's just necessary for us to sustain the running game, because if we don't, we're in trouble. Okay. I think that a lot of people are going to look at this and say maybe they are not, for real. And I think we are. I really hope that the Raiders make the right decision and start garnering more touches, like Antonio Pierce said. And if they don't, it's really just a different type of mindset. And that's all it takes. One player I will say that I also did like was our safety, Palomar. Man, can't say enough about that kid, man. Really came to play. Really came to play. He was somebody that I was looking at out there on look at tape. Look at tape, he just pops out on me. Just coming up with some big hits, making plays, man. Just making plays, just jumping out on the tape. And the Raiders did right. I think he's going to try and garner himself to make sure that, he's here. And one of the things that we are going to have to do is we're going to have a tough decision to make if we're going to move on from Epps after the season. Epps has been playing better. He's been playing a lot better this season. I will say this is that for us to kind of keep moving in the right direction, we got to make the right decisions on defense. And Pat Graham and Pierce got a lot of thinking to do about what they want to do as far as the secondary moving forward. So, all in all, man, good win for the Raiders. I'm not really shocked by some of the people that's really still kind of upset about what's going on with Pierce and Getsy and them guys. I'm really starting to hear a lot of murmurs now that people aren't even really wanting to, how can I say this? They don't want to see Pierce. They don't think he's a good head coach. They don't think that he's the coach for the Raiders, but they're kind of just speculating on guys that are in the NFL. I will say this: I'm not high on Getsy. I'm not, and I know for the Raiders organization, Getsy wasn't the first hire for them. That guy is in Washington. And he chose not to be there. He chose to go to a different route, which the quarterback that he wanted. And that probably was it. He probably knew, like, hey, man, I got a quarterback that I got one. I don't want to be trying to coach up a Gardner Minshew or Aiden O'Connell. And you gotta kind of live with that, right? You gotta know, like, everybody doesn't think the Raiders' job is a dream job. And for some it ain't. But that's the reason why we're here, why we're building. Teams are built, not bought to me. And when you buy them, it doesn't last long. But when they're built, you establish a culture forever. And that's one of the things I do appreciate about this organization this time around, is that they seem like they're trying to build something. Like I said, later on in the week, I'll be getting into more rumors. A lot of things. There's a lot of fresh rumors coming out now. There's probably a bunch of videos going out, but right now I just kind of want to give my own take on it after I do a little bit more research. But lo and behold, man, Raiders played a hell of a football game. They really did, man. I tip my hats to them for being resilient and being able to withstand a lot. Trayvon Moreg, Bennett, Hobbs, Jack Jones even came in, man, made some plays. And it's been all speculated about Jack Jones and the business decisions that was made. And Pierce idea of what he called, what he did, he can do that. Here's the thing. Pierce been coaching that kid for a while. So it's almost like, maybe like either a big brother or an uncle type situation with him, or even a dad, just a father figure at best. And Jack respects him. Okay. He respects Antonio Pierce. And it's probably one of the guys he would even listen to when it's time to, give some of that tough love. If I had to say anything else about the situation, we shall see how the rest of the season pans out. I don't really know what to expect from Jack Jones in that regard. I know it can either make you or break you. Seems like a real tough guy who wants to play football and loves playing for the Raiders. So if that's the most that if that's what he's bringing us and that's what he wants, he's gonna do the necessary things he needs to do to stay on his team and be a part of this organization. So I will say this, like, a lot of people just want to throw in their tidbits, they 2 cents. Is what it is, man. Can't please them all. Football is football. We grind, we work, we get it done, right? And that's the Raider way right now. Ain't gonna be pretty, but shoot, ugly is to the bone anyway. So I think that most people are going to sit here and look at it and have a different outlook and where we go from here, right? So best of the luck to the guys that are in the building, that are still working with us. Appreciate it. As a Raider fan and just lifelong um, love and passion I have for this organization. I just want to see them win. I want to see them do good. I want to see these guys play at a high level and keep winning football games. We got a tough game coming up this week. I will be previewing that. But all in all, man, Raiders played a hell of a game. Let me know what you guys think. You think the Raiders played pretty good, or you think that we still suck? But if you think we still suck, that's your opinion. I don't have a problem with that because we're not playing the best football. One of the things I do know is, and that's going to be talked about, is we always playing from behind. You can't play from behind. Can't start the game from behind all the time. It's not going to work. So I definitely want to see more change in that. Um, as far as the quarterback play, I'm not expecting Gardner Minshew to walk out there and be, the superstar. I just want him to manage the football game, and I want us to be able to run the ball, and play solid defense. That's it. Just play football, enjoy it, go out there and have fun too, man. You playing a game that kids play. Kids love to play and love to watch. Go out there and have fun. Play free. I think that was one of my takes. Play free, man. Once you kind of play free and loose, the game just flows a different way. So I really appreciate the fact of what the Raiders did. Kudos to them. Hell of a win. We got more. We got more coming. Right now, they are still on the pathway of what I said is as far as 10-7. And the way the AFC West is shaking up right now, we don't know what's going to happen. The AFC West right now, man, is more tough than what I expected, and it could get even more tougher. So we got a tough game coming up this week, and we got to find a way to win. All right, we got to find a way to win. So with that being said, man, hey, I appreciate all you guys. I appreciate you guys that are still tuned into the video, man. If you're new to the channel, just kind of scrolling, finding out what's going on with it, help your boy out. I'm trying to get to 100 subs by the end of the year. Hit that subscribe button, right? Don't forget to turn on your post notifications. I do drop videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturdays. This one is a late video today, but it ain't no biggie. You know what I mean? I'll still be dropping my video on Wednesday. And always my videos on Saturdays. Also on Saturdays, I give you my prop bets as far as not teams, I'm sorry, as far as players on the Raiders that I feel like they can beat their projections, right? So if you into a little bit of sports betting, go ahead, check it out. Also be doing a collaboration video. I'm probably going to try and have a video done Friday over the Denver game. We'll see. But for Saturday, I was thinking about doing an extra video, but maybe not. But anyway, man, I appreciate you guys for stopping by, checking the channel out. Like I said, give me a subscribe if you're new to the channel. If you're not new to the channel, you've already been here, smash that like button, share this video with a fellow Raider fan, man. Let's spread the love. Let's spread the Raider Nation love around here, all right? So with that being said, man, this is your boy, Raider Rob, Raider Nation Central. Good win. Talk your stuff. Smoke your stogie. And I'm out. All right. See you when I see you.